Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the AIRISE Open Call for SMEs webcast. This webcast is intended to assist understanding of the AIRISE Open Call for SMEs. Please keep in mind that official guidance is provided through the dedicated guide for applicants, which should be your main point of reference when preparing your application. The guide for applicants and all related documents are available in the AIRISE website at airise.eu/calls. Please note that this webcast will be recorded and uploaded for future support of SMEs that could not attend today's session. My name is Harry Bikas, representing the Laboratory for Manufacturing Systems and Automation, and we are the coordinators of the AIRISE project. Together with us is Mr. Ulrich Thomaldsen from ILT Fraunhofer, who's the technical manager of AIRISE.
Good morning, guys.
SMEs are the backbone of the EU economy, representing the vast majority of industrial enterprises in Europe. They employ up to 60% of the total workforce and add more than 45% of value in the manufacturing sector. Nevertheless, SMEs face a huge number of challenges these days, and one of the most discussed one is digital readiness and transformation of SMEs, along with use of AI technologies, which is very, very low. EU average of use of AI has been only 8% in late 2021, with the manufacturing sector being also on 8%. In parallel, the use of AI in general is on the rise, particularly within 2023. We are going through this very large hype phase with natural processing algorithms being very much on the spotlight and a lot of discussions around AI. Besides these very fancy and often overhyped applications, AI can also be of significant benefit for the manufacturing environment, enabling optimization of manufacturing operations. As such, the main motivation behind AIRISE was to make a difference towards manufacturing SMEs, promoting use of AI in their shop floor towards sustainability. AIRISE is therefore in the core of the twin transition goals, combining digital transformation with green transition aspects. And through use of AI, AIRISE aims to make European manufacturing SMEs more competitive, thus contributing overall to EU competitiveness. The main goal of AIRISE is to create a framework to support European SMEs in the uptake of artificial intelligence in manufacturing, specifically focusing on AI applications at the edge towards reducing waste and reducing carbon footprint while ensuring resilience. How do we plan to do that? We have envisioned a set of 5 service groups, service areas that evolve around design and engineering, monitoring of manufacturing processes and control of manufacturing processes, optimization of manufacturing operations through the use of AI, production chain services, focusing on use of AI in manufacturing execution, as well as supply chain AI-related services. We aim to offer support to you through these areas to realize AI applications in your shop floor, improving your daily operations. Ulrich, how do we plan to do that? Can you give a bit more insight on technically how we are going to achieve these goals?
Yes, Harry, absolutely, I can do so. So, with this aim in mind, we have set up a scheme on how to support you. Again, the topics are clearly separated: engineering, design, monitoring, control, manufacturing operations, production chain, supply chain. But on the base of that, we have a support layer that we call AI technology building blocks. So if you look at the application itself, if you look at data, if you look at algorithms, these are the things that we support you with. We support you on this with putting the right components together, with bringing these into play and allowing you to implement the solution on your shop floor. Now, you see this on the bottom layer here. Also, the red buttons. These red buttons are named interface sensors, APIs, and topics like cybersecurity, data storage, and handling system or collaborative robotics. These are things that we will not directly provide you with, which are still necessary in order to deliver the complete solution. but these are things that we connect you with other people in the market out there. So on the top, the blue boxes, that is our support. The red area on the bottom, that is support that we organize for you, but that we source from the outside, from the commercial market.
Thanks a lot for the explanation. So, what is our main target group of AIRISE and why we're having this discussion today? Well, our main target group is manufacturing SMEs that want to apply AI solutions in their shop floor towards improving their sustainability. Keep in mind that in general, consortia of SMEs are very welcome. However, a clearly identified leading entity is needed and the main benefit needs to be towards them. And yes, it needs to be a manufacturing SME, so it needs to be active in a manufacturing environment. And the main goal still needs to be the improvement of sustainability metrics through the use of AI. This means that in general, companies that develop software solutions or companies that develop AI solutions are out of scope for this specific goal. We want to support manufacturing SMEs. What do we offer? We offer support in terms of expertise to deploy AI in your shop floor in the form of services that were explained before. We work with you and we dedicate both experts and resources from our side, up to 2 person months in total, so that you can use AI in your shop floor. You can still procure solutions from the market, as Ulrich just explained. This means sensors or digital infrastructure, etc., that can be paid from your budget. But keep in mind that subcontracting those solutions should be kept to a minimum less than 15%, and equipment costs or equipment depreciation are not eligible. We also offer financial support, as it is evident by now, up to an amount of 40,000 euros, and this is funded at a 70% rate. This means that 30% of the funding should be covered by your own resources. Overall, for this open call, we have dedicated a total amount of 400,000 euros. How does the submission procedure looks like? Well, we try to keep everything as streamlined and as easy as possible to save you the bureaucratic burden and allow you to easily submit your idea and get support for your idea. What you have to do? First step, go to airise.eu/calls, which is the reference webpage for all of our open calls. There, you will be able to find a guide for applicants, which is the key reference document for your application. Please read through that, as it contains all the required info to fill in your application. The next step is to fill in your company details in the proposal template. In case of a consortium of 2 companies, please fill in the tables twice. Please keep in mind that the proposal application needs to be a maximum of 10 pages long, excluding the cover pages. For your convenience, we have also prepared a template for the budget that is available through the same web page. Please download it, fill it in, copy the tables, and paste them in the proposal template in the appropriate section. You should also take care to describe your challenge in a way that is easily understood, and it points out explicitly how use of AI would help you solve that particular challenge in relation, again, to manufacturing and sustainability. Please also make sure to outline a proposed implementation plan with realistic durations and the realistic effort allocated in each one of the tasks proposed there. You're also advised to fill in the AI assessment that is available again through our website at assessment.airise.eu. How are your proposals going to be evaluated? We will start by running an eligibility check that is going to happen internally by the AIRISE consortium. This is going to be followed by 2 external evaluators that are allocated per proposals, having expertise in the respective thematic area and they are going to evaluate your proposals according to the 3 criteria listed out in the guide for applicants. These criteria include excellence of the idea and approach, quality and efficiency of the implementation, and the relevance to manufacturing in Europe. For each one of those criteria, a score of 0 to 5 is allocated, with half points being allowed on this. After this has been completed by the external evaluators, scores are being collated by us, and an additional review is being made towards strategic alignment of the proposals with the overall goals of AIRISE. This whole process is expected to take more or less 45 days. At this point, we're going to come back to you with our feedback, and companies with selected proposals will be prompted to provide their details and sign a contract with us. A tutor will also be allocated to you at this point. Your tutor will be your main contact point of AIRISE. They will be the person that is responsible to hold your hand, let's say, throughout this journey within AIRISE and the execution of the experiment. A kickoff meeting will be organized by the tutor, refining the services that have been requested and making implementation details solid. This whole process is going to be described in the first milestone or the first checkpoint that is going to be also your first deliverable towards reporting, which is the initialization report. This is the description of the initial situation of the company, the detailed implementation plan, starting KPIs, as well as an assessment of the ethics aspects and a checklist of risks that are present for the experiment. 2 further checkpoints are expected. The implementation report, which is going to describe the achievements of the services that are deployed within the experiment, the achievements in terms of KPIs, as well an update of the risk register. The last checkpoint is the validation report, which actually updates us on what has been achieved by implementing those services in your shop floor, and if the expected KPIs and the expected improvement has been made. So a comparison between the initial situation, the final situation of the experiment. These checkpoints are also linked with payments that are released to you. We have foreseen 3 payments, as you can see on the payment scheme: 30% after approval of the initialization report, 40% after approval of the implementation report, and the last 30% after approval of the validation report and approval of the experiment outcomes by the European Commission. This whole journey is summarized schematically in the screen. So we start by submitting your proposals, eligibility check, allocation to evaluators, external evaluation, aggregating scores, having an internal consensus meeting, matching you with tutors and service providers, signing the contracts with you, and then moving to the execution phase of the experiment, where we provide the services, we review the milestones, and we release the respective payments until the experiment is complete. This brings us to the last slide for today, which is who we are and why we think we can support you. We think we can support you because AIRISE brings together renowned universities, research centers, and SME associations from all over Europe that have significant experience in supporting SMEs in different aspects, as well have significant technical expertise in AI in manufacturing. Overall, AIRISE started on January 2023 and has a duration of 42 months. It is being coordinated by LMS, Laboratory for Manufacturing Systems and Automation, and the technical manager is Fraunhofer ILT, represented by Ulrich. And overall, we have quite ambitious goals, so we plan to reach at least to 1,500 SMEs and directly support 75 of you through funded experiments. What I forgot to mention before is that the deadline for this particular round of open calls is on the 15th of January 2024. We think that's still sufficient time to submit a quality application. But if you don't make it in time, don't worry. There will be further opportunities in the form of further open calls that AIRISE plans to constantly have up and running. Another open call is going to be launched soon with a deadline 6 months from now. That is all from our side. I hope that you found today's webcast informative and helpful. If you need any further assistance, do not hesitate to contact us. For latest updates, you can follow us through our social media channels. You can always find the latest open call and the latest guidelines and updates in our website at airise.eu/calls. And we hope to receive your applications soon. Thanks a lot for your attention and have a nice day.
Thanks a lot and much success with preparing.